Hello and welcome to another gameplay review on the Virkayu gameplay channel. And in this one we are having a look at Diana again. And this time not with a snowball win, but what happens when we have a 4K deficit at around 10 minutes. As you can see, the red team on the timeline has infinitely more success. The thing is though, Diana along with Hecarim are the best performing junglers in solo queue still. It would be nice actually to get some kind of change in the jungle meta in terms of at the top, but you know, it's pretty open, the game's pretty balanced and pretty versatile. But we could use a bit of an infusion of excitement, and the Void jungler coming forward plus the Udyr rework will do just fine. However, for now, Diana, still the best. Why and how to use her, coming up in this video. Don't forget, coaching signups, coaching VODs are all available on Patreon. You can get access to all the VODs I've done, I think like 70 plus now. And the match history links to these videos, every single game, is in the description below. Right, so, the Shaka box stops an invade, always what we like. Top laner goes and lays an early ward there. As a top laner, I'm not really a top laner, but as someone who has played top lane in every other lane, basically, I still do this. I still like to do this for my jungle because I know not only does it help me track, it helps my jungle track. And for you guys, you should be tracking this yourself, but watching entrances is also important versus things like Rek'Sai's, just because, not that you're going to get invaded, but Rek'Sai can very frequently look for 3 camp ganks, and you just want to be able to react to that. You know, just want to be able to know where she started and what she plans on doing. Bottom lane, sorry. Just pause the thought there as I'm watching them kind of, you see this? They're kind of trying to get into lane because they try to cheat through, but it's a Shaco, so they're struggling to do that. Rek'Sai obviously gets leashed on the blue there, and will most likely do blue side. Now what Rek'Sai can do, if the lanes are looking juicy, is just cut through and gank these, or cut through and gank this. So as Diana, obviously you're looking for clear and sequence. You would have seen the runes on your screen, I'll stand and conquer stuff. You want to be able to cut through and invade should this occur. So this is just something you kind of want to look for and why we like those early wards. And obviously Diana's ability to farm fast, sequence quickly, scale, split push, team fight, assassinate, and do everything else you want is kind of why she's at the top of the meta. Rek'Sai is not too shabby though. See, look, here you go. I haven't seen this game. I have no idea what's going to happen other than the gold graphs. Exhaust is burned as well as Jinx's flash. And heal, so that's huge. Now Diana, and this is what happened in the main channel video, which I will link at the end screen perhaps, the Rengar had the same situation, except it was a Diana ganking level 3, and then the Rengar just went and invaded the red, and stole the red, and, well, killed the jungler as well. Well, and instead of stealing the red, the Diana has decided to gank the Gangplank. Nice watermelon you have there, would be a shame if I drank it and killed you at the same time, so you don't have to invade, don't feel compelled to. And generally, if you've got an aggressive top lane matchup, snowballing your Graves can be fine. You can always invade afterwards. Now, because Rek'Sai spends so much time here, you wouldn't imagine that she would look to do this and this. But if this is not 315, you know, if it's like 250, waiting for this is a big waste of time for the Rek'Sai, so she can reset or just sequence up. In this case, she does actually wait for it. She does secure it. She still has, well, she has 16 CS now because of the crab. And Diana can not only gank top lane and then steal it, we also set the Graves up for a bit of proxying. Rek'Sai kind of really going for the aggro lanes here. Still has flash in this particular situation. The Q misses from the Talia, but this should be enough. Well played by the Rek'Sai. High variance ganks will work. Diana flash rotate, hits her Q, gets a reset on the E, and thus 2 E's are available and a dead Talia. Graves now is rotating down through the prior created by the Diana. This is fascinating actually, because what happens is you're gonna go for these just, you're tickling me. Don't care, didn't ask. Just Chad Rek'Sai jungling. Usually that kind of high variance jungling in your games won't always go as well. Shaco support doing what Shaco support is expected to do in the meta. And so typically if you just steal the red, gank top, or gank top and steal the red, you should be absolutely fine. But because Rek'Sai got a lot going, we're looking at, you know, basically, what's a chance that 2 gameplays in a row, the Twitch resets a Grump and then the Diana resets a blue? That's just, we don't really see it as much in Halo, but it'd be happening. So as you can see, their bot lane is inting. 0-2-0, obviously not understanding the fact that Rek'Sai could 3 camp blue side bottom lane gank. This is, as I said, I mentioned it because it's if you're just gonna shove bot lane without thinking and you know Rek'Sai started red side, blue side, it's expected, you know, it's absolutely expected. And now because of all these invades and shenanigans, the Rex is going to reset and go bot side again. So you're looking now as Diana to basically just try and control your camps, prevent counter jungling. That's why she's staying out here. You want to be very, very cautious here of a Rek'Sai coming through and around. So that's why this ward is not the best, because good pathing will just circumvent it. However, their bot lane has to back, so I think Diana can breathe easy. If you see this, just relax a little bit, hit the plant, that's nice. Are they trapping? Could be trapping. If I'm Zyra, I might even think about trapping this, but if they've got a lot of gold to spend, then most likely they're going back to base. Aha, you see? That's why that ward's better, because you just would usually go around this ward. So it's a good job by Lulu to basically stack it. She sees it, we get the vision clear and vision confirm. She can back off nicely, hopefully take cannon minions. And now Diana goes back to base with nothing to counter jungle. Now their bot lane will rejoin. Braum trying to catch this wave for us. Be very, very cautious. Talia's hit 6 and Jinx has no flash. The box does do some work, but Braum hits the passive, and so she will die. Unfortunate for Ezreal, kind of probably hoping to get something. Diana in the meantime, because she still gets top to bottom, can do nothing. Gonna keep sequencing top to bottom. What we can do here is simply counter jungle, make sure we get some snacks. We could dive this as well, but it is Gangplank. So, kind of tough. You're gonna lose the dragon here 100%, but as I said in the video on the main channel, we're not necessarily just looking for free dragons. We're looking also for that herald. I'm happy to give up some bot lane pressure here to farm and infuse myself and to make sure I get the herald. And I don't think people think about that. You know, you just see an inting bot lane, you don't think, well, what does that mean for me? What can I do about this? And most people just don't. Poor Diana, but this is dead Gangplank. Should be a dead Gangplank. Is a dead Gangplank. Die plank. Yeah, that's good. So, with 3-0-0, and everybody else is walnut. Or maybe that's insulting to walnuts. The lowest form of nut. And I know I could go further, I'm not going to. Push the wave, obviously he doesn't deserve it, and we could try and snack a plate here, just infuse yourself basically. This is the definition of why Diana is so strong, because you can farm sequence, counter jungle, still offset plays. Rek'Sai still level 5, 7 minutes 30, gonna be diving the bottom lane here. Will most likely hit 6 on this kill, and then can use it to dodge aggro. Ooh, get feared by box. What am I watching? Oh, what am I watching? Grandmaster Challenger Korea, Jinx Flash. Okay, there we go. Goodness gracious. That was entertaining. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I enjoyed myself. Rek'Sai is level 6 now, does have ultimate. Talia is cutting down for that particular reason. Lulu is using her old Giga Slow, Pixie activation, and zapped. Zeus fan number 1 does the work. Diana doesn't say, you know what, it looks doomed, I'm not rotating. Diana says, yes, I will rotate and help you out if possible. Let's clear this control ward now. Here's Rek'Sai, you see. We'll take our Raptors. And basically, if you assume these are gone, you can just not check, but I think it's good to check just so you can kind of know if you should path there or not, but not really a concern because we have 1400 in the whoa, what's going on? We have 1400 in the pocket. What did I press? Okay, I thought I broke the camera for a second, but I think we're fine. Anyway, back to base. We have our rocket ball completed. We know Rek'Sai is most likely going to be facing this. We have Shadow top lane as a counterpoint to the bottom lane pressure. Here comes Braum once more. Nothing you can do. Take your camps. This is what we want. Okay, ideally in this particular situation, that's what we want. And you see the pings coming forward already. Talia's already moving down, which is unfortunate. If you're the Rek'Sai and you wanted to swap sides to gank top, to counter gank the Diana, and to take the Herald, which obviously she does not, you'd kind of want the Talia to go up. Unfortunately for the Rek'Sai, she has made the wrong decision. The Talia has supported her in this wrong decision. Yes, we're going to kill the Shaco. Ooh, yes, we're going to kill the Shaco. But we're giving Diana a Herald, plus red side camps, plus plates on top lane, plus Lulu's pressure. Okay, why is it being redirected? We don't want to do that, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't like that play necessarily because your bot lane's winning, okay? And in this situation where you do get the dragon early and you're basically sacrificing a lot of camps for it, not as much as you would in low elo. I mean, if you tried this in Rek'Sai play in a lower elo game and someone else was just sequencing, you'd be down 40 CS. You have to be able to play it properly to make it work. But the point is, right, the Diana's not going to get free counter jungling on the top side, free Herald, free plates. It's what keeps her in the game. It's what keeps her in the game as well as her team in the game. And one laner, one chosen laner, the mid laner or the top lane, Gangplank goes in for the flash, and we would have seen this. And considering we knew that Diana just took the he lives, just considering we knew that Diana just took the Herald, it's quite a ballsy play by the Gangplank to go for that. 4 minutes left on the plate. We are looking to bait something fierce here to have a look because Gangplank obviously has no flash, no ignite, no TP. And now we're just laying in wait, waiting for traps. Graves should be able to heal up substantially. You could look to force it now. And there you go, there's a Rek'Sai. You could look to force it now, obviously, that's what you're waiting for. But you have 4 minutes. You just took it. Graves wants to go back to base. There's a crab for you to take. Blue side to secure. No stress. No stress. And look, you're 3 out of 5. Okay, KP. Enemy team has 12. KP Shaco. You people, you 0 and 11 bottom lane. Oh, that was just a bunch of noises, a complete shock and surprise. Wait, 0 and 12? Can we 0 and 12 it? 0 and 12 bot lane. Don't tell me you can't carry 0 and 12 bot lanes, because this is going to happen in your games, trust me on this one. But what do? We don't focus on the losing lane. That is absolutely screwed and doomed. What you do is you focus on the top lane. You focus on what you can take. Counter jungle. Rift Herald. Maximum plate. See, now we saved it. We just repeat gank top lane. No stress. Look at the gold lead now. Ooh, beautiful. We're within touching distance. That's all we want. You know, they're pushing the map here. Lulu's rotated down. Rek'Sai's counter jungling Raptors. That's why these wards are so good. Defensive wards here are so good. You can get a double charge on the Herald when you see this, by the way. If their bot lane doesn't reset and you see it, if the enemy jungler doesn't reset and you see it, you know you have a 2v2. And you know you can take that as Diana with the Graves because you're fed. So it's very easy for you to take 5 plates plus a second turret. Now you have equal and opposite control over, you know, their jungle. They have your red side, you have your red side. Excuse me. They have your red side, you have their red side. There we go. And now we could look to push this out a little bit, but Talia will be showing up with fresh cash money spent. He is spending. Bot lane is most likely going to be, or should be resetting. Shaco is a special lad. Wait for it. 2, 1, and freedom. And here comes Talia as well. So now the chess pieces of the red team will look to move. They will try and move the pieces around the map. Dyna's 400, 102 CS, which is the most in the game other than Ezreal. Once more, they're spam ganking the bottom lane. Shaco somehow still almost didn't leave this scenario. Dragon is available. You need to pop something. Okay, look, the Ezreal, this is lazy pathing. You need to die for this, I'm afraid. Rocker Belt is kind of comedy, but perfect. That's what's important to hit your Q. If you don't hit your Q, you're just half of Diana. You know, you need to make sure you're maximizing your full combo. We're 2 levels up in the Rek'Sai. You know, spam ganking, to the degree Rek'Sai did, is fine, but you're putting all the trust in the laners that you spam gank. And I don't necessarily always like that, because I think if you're going to take the bot lane that heavy, right, if you're going to take control of it that heavily, getting that Herald, denying the Dyna something top lane would be a very good idea. Specifically because the bot lane can usually handle themselves, considering the the Talia is also rotating and moving. Here, don't overstay. Ezreal is still monstrous, and will almost have a fully stacked Mana Moon. So, fall back down to your red and to your Krugs. I mean, look at the gold lead. See it? That's the gold lead. It was a 4K deficit. Now, it's basically equal. And obviously, all the gold is in the Diana. We can have a look here. Oh, see, that's what I'm pressing. Okay, I pressed S again and it ruined the camera. X, 8,000 gold on the Diana, you got 5,300 on the Rek'Sai. Who would you rather be? You know? And I'm okay with my bot lane inting if this is me, because it puts you firmly in the driver's seat. That's all you want. You want to be in the driver's seat. That's it. So, you've withstood the early tsunami of Rek'Sai ganks on the bottom side. Your bot lane, pleasantly, has 1 kill and 1 assist to their name, so now they're 1, 13, and 1, which, you know, is better than 0, 13, and 0, so nice. Now the red team are going to try and move around and take other towers, right? So what you can do here is play for the Shaka box, is very, very nice, and it's a Debrom. This is it. This is it, guys. It's not hard. Let the Rek'Sai do her thing. Counter jungle, take the Grom, take the Krugs, take the Raptors, take the Red, take the Herald. Take what you can, gank another lane. You can't be in 2 lanes at once, especially on the other side of the map. Make sure you have that 2 to 3k gold lead over the enemy jungler, and you can just control your own destiny here. You see? Look at this. 2 levels up again. We just walk and we take. We have a Lulu as well. So as long as you have one person following you and playing off you, that's fine. And you create that luck too. Talia did a lot of work, a lot of good things, but Diana's done more good things. Rex is only 3-1-4, by the way. You know, 7 out of 15. Diana's 6 out of 10. They're a grouping mid. They're trying to bust this open, but it's really, really difficult with a Shaco, with a Lulu, and with a Jinx. So Diana's going to go here and just kill the Gangplank. That's, yeah, Watermelon's not going to save you, buddy. Thanks for the gold, though. Appreciate it. Now, they're just going to see Diana top lane and realize that no one else can do anything, so they're going to try and engage, and as long as they handle themselves, which most of the time they do, you should be absolutely fine. Split pushing. All right. As I was saying, you should be absolutely fine, but sometimes they will die. That's good, because you guys want to say that, right? But in my games, they die when I'm top lane. Well, there you go. Lulu died as well. Graves is now out-trapping the bot side. Diana sees second Herald. I don't know who's yelling this to the world that this second Herald is a bait. Maybe a pro play, for sure. But there's not a bait here. Your team is struggling. You are fed. And you cannot bust open their map by yourself when everyone is inting. Take this. This is absolutely free. Rex is on the bottom side again, still for no reason. Take this. All right, take your blue side, shadow this, right? You can sequence down and shadow it. If something happens, you can cut through very, very easily. We're gonna need that Herald to bust down the mid lane and bust open the bottom lane. There's no way we take towers with them defending them with this lead. Because again, the gold lead is in the Diana. Rex is greeting for the Raptors here. Obviously, again, shadowing the mid lane, because Ezreal and Braum want to take this. Again, Diana is now sequencing down, so if they go for a dive, she'll be here. This is it. This is very, very good mid-game positioning by the Diana. So pay attention to how she's farmed, pay attention to what she's looked at, and how she's kept getting herself strong. We always want to be strong as Diana. As any jungler, really, but if you're a meta jungler, use Hexagates. It's fun. Let's go. Use them. No one uses these. You get places faster. That's why we stopped building. That's why we stopped using the Concord. People just don't like going places fast anymore. I don't know. Where's my super train as well? Where's my 500km/h trains? You know, time, efficiency. Let's go. Because obviously there's no one here, and even if there is, you just kill them. But I mean, there's obviously no one there. So clear the vision. This is fine. I was going to go on another rant about public transportation and speed of travel, but there's no need. We do have that Herald here. Just patience. You're just looking for this window. If you can assassinate someone, do so. You do have Lulu ult, but be very careful. Silence before the storm. Be very, very careful. We're kind of waiting for a bait on the dragon here, because typically in low elo, what will happen is the team that's winning or thinks that they're winning will try and go for this dragon, won't they? Diana is going to really try and force the issue here with their positioning. They're kind of awkwardly positioned. Push the wave, activate their Herald, and now they're out of position because some people are trying to hold, and she just goes down and collapses. Absolutely horrific positioning by the red team. Sorry to do that. Let me just help you out here. So she activates it, and Ezreal's trying to hold. Braum is now cut off. Rek'Sai is now also cut off. They split themselves. And your job is to recognize that they've split themselves and go in. Go in. And now you've killed someone. You create HP prio. You can fall back to the dragon. You can take the tower. All right, boxes onto the Ezreal. Come on, Jinx, you can do it. GP ult, kill the tower, focus. Very, very nice. She actually does get it. Lulu ult to save us from the Rek'Sai. Hex Drinker will not saveth her today. And there you go. That's it. That's it. Patience and trigger pulls when you are a 1v9 carry jungler and you have the lead are the most important thing. Diana is an engager, right? She is an engager, and she can be, but you have to do it correctly. Now, on the face of it, I am not a huge fan whatsoever of Morello Nomicon in this particular situation. We just had a team fight, and we saved, you can't see it, 11. You see that number? 11. 11 healing. 11. So, yeah. Not really a fan. I mean, he's not life stealing. And Talia does have Ravenous very typically, but again, not really an issue. Gangplank, who cares? Rek'Sai's minimal when she goes burrowing. Like, I feel like there's better items here for this, you know? You could have easily Shadow Flamed this and had significantly more success. Do we not agree? I think we agree. We could easily Shadow Flame this. You can also technically Void if there's a lot of MR. In this particular case, you could justify Void. She is going Void, obviously, but I think we could Shadow Flame and Void, no? I mean, the shielding passive's not going to really do anything, but really we don't really care about that, do we? Yeah, I think that's better than Morello's here. If you want HP, AP, yeah, it does a good job. Okay, you're out of position, and you're pushing beyond your vision line. Let's have a look here. Yep, way beyond your vision line. This is Rengar food, or in this case, Lunar Eclipse food. No reason to be here whatsoever. I don't know if that's tilt. Must be tilt, but it's just insane. I mean, this whole Nexus event that gave Diana's team this dragon and this win and this snowball is because she was mispositioned with the Braum. If she was just up defending with the Rek'Sai and the Ezreal, it'd be fine. There should be no reason for everyone to be out of position in the mid lane there. Because of it, Diana sees it, pulls the trigger. Diana makes the play. Team up playing off of her. Jinx is gonna be dangerously low. Thank you, Lulu's shield. Braum is overcommitting and tunneling his vision onto it. Not very good either. Diana's going to go in here. Nice ultimate into the Zhonya's. Excellent Jinx ult to feed off of that. Flashes out to make sure she lives. Jinx is now zapping from the backline, getting excited. As well, Arcane shifts in to get the kill. We throw the Q, we miss the Q, we get shielded, we run away, we get slowed by Lulu. Graves on the bot lane here is excellently splishing. Excellently splishing. Having an excellent split push. Oh man. My brain is not functioning properly, is it, at the moment. I need like a good 12-hour nap. I've been grinding so hard on the main channel and it's just not seeing results, and it's really frustrating, and I'm kind of tired from it, so... What? Oh my goodness. Everyone's just kind of throwing things out this game. It's quite funny. So again, 184 healing reduced. I don't know. Mindless. You know, you're not so like you're against a Ross and a Blade of the Rune King Viego and a Vayne and things like that, and a Nunu and Warwick and anything else that can heal, and Aatrox. You know, it's not like you're against those. Also worth noting, in the next patch, we are getting those lifesteal nerfs, aren't we? So here you could look to do more, but if she's 1600, right, which is enough, don't overstay. Go back, get your void stuff, get some control wards, now go back on the field. Don't do blue grump if you don't need it. It's a waste, okay? It's an absolute waste of your time, because you need to rejoin your team as quickly as possible. Hey, we go on the roller coaster ride. You need to join your team as soon as possible, because if your team not push up and die while you're doing this, even so, this is still risky, it's your fault. You know, not directly, because they shouldn't have been there, but if you refuse to be next to your team or involved, it's going to create an issue. So we use the Hexa gates to scan and get a flank. I love doing this. Rexa shows on the bottom side here. Talia and, okay. Everfrost Shaco doesn't hit, doesn't matter, is enough bait. We go all the way in. Oopsie, excuse me. We get Zhonya's and ulted. Keep your spacings. You can afford to go in like this in these situations. Kite back now. It's a little messy though. Okay, Jinx, we're waiting for a turn. Jinx can spam. Rexa uses a flash. Prowler's Claw ult, which is enough to actually kill Diana. She was out of position. But now you will die. Not worth for Rek'Sai. Jinx in the backline. 583, still doing stuff, and that's the thing. You can int. You can lose. You can be spam ganked. You can have a rough time. But it's on you to do it in such a way that you can still be useful. Keep your mental activated. You know, like the Jinx could have easily tilted just like the Talia did in the top lane push. But why? You're Jinx, you scale. Ooh. A lot of fancy nothing this game. Okay, here we go. That worked. That's good. Cool. Nice interaction. Good disengage. Well done, Jinx. Very good then. Rek'Sai, sorry. Diana, spawn, please. Let's go. Next dragon is up. Let's use the Hextech gates again. Let's see. This point, you want to make sure you're buying. If you have enough cash money, basically, if you feel like this next play is going to win the game, spend that 500 on an elixir. You know? Like, if you're not planning on going back to base here, you're looking to get the dragon, the herald, sorry, the baron, and to push greatly, you'll get a lot of that money back. We do give up the dragon, though. Aliyah is tough to get to, especially without flash. We don't even have Zhonya, so don't overcommit to that. Catch the side wave, and we can push this out too. Lulu is going to cut her off and say, hello? Wait, want to kill. I want to kill. Funny game. Straight into the Baron. The Rek'Sai's obsession with the dragons here on the bottom side is absolutely weird. But you can do that, even with 2 points. It's the threat of the soul point, you know? Like, you can only have 2, but they don't want you to get 3. So, we ult this. Ooh, splits the uprights. You can do this easily. This is when Nash's Tooth is fun. Because your split pushing and soul objective control is just really, really easy. Free take, though. Jinx rotates over to help out. We do have the Braum out of position again. The red team, and I think this is the lesson for you. When you have this much of a gold deficit, okay, and you're behind, the most important thing here is to try and force the enemy team to tilt into you, okay, by not overcommitting. Now, yes, Lulu died mid lane. Yes, Graves really didn't do much in the side lanes. Diana just shadowed, but Lulu died. They just held the tower. You know, that's all they did, is they held the tower. And Diana shadowed and made sure that when they were out of position, they became impatient, they forced a bad rotation, she capitalized and led the way. That's what you gotta do. That's why Diana's so good, because you can. Alright, we're a little split now. We don't want to overchase in either direction. We have the Rek'Sai here on the left side. Hopefully you can see that. The box. Disease, man. Absolute disease. Yeah, that's good. That's good dispersion by the red team. Again, holding off, but I don't think you're down 4K now, and you might feel like that's okay because it is a decent late game team comp. It's a very good late game team comp, but it's a Lulu, Diana, and a Jinx. Does anyone really enjoy facing those champions? Because I don't. Meantime, sequence down, wait for the rest of your team to respawn and join the map. Use Hexa Gates to now go venturing for some action. Unfortunately, it's warded. Let's smack that away. Shaco uses his Q to get some vision down. Braum sees it. What's another ward down? Again, we're just trapping. We're chilling and we're trapping. We do have Albaron activated on Diana as well as Lulu, so we wait for that. This is good. You see this? Look at this. Parallel. See, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. See this? If you're going to split push, don't be up here while your team is here. See this? They're all parallel across. And now he can push, she can push, they can move up. And now if something happens, they can all collapse to where they need to be, where the fight is. All right? That's why this is good. Just look at it on the minimap. Very, very nice. See? Now, Jinx pushes it up, Graves pushes it up. They have to make a tough decision, rotate to the Graves. They see it, they can now cut through Rek'Sai's top lane, which means we can trigger pull. We zone out because for some strange reason, again, they're separated. You know, it's not difficult to play against if you have a lead. Perfect by Diana's team. Perfect by Diana. The mispositions are immediately punished. Excellent setup for a parallel split push. The enemy team just gets absolutely tilted by not being able to do anything because they were disciplined. And you know what? Their bot lane was 0-12-0. So don't tell me you cannot carry it because you just need to make the right plays to keep them relevant and hopefully, you know, be supportive. Don't worry, guys. We can win. I mean, it's cheesy, but alternatively, just mute and not speak to them. But either way, yeah, I didn't know what to say there. Either way, you can control your own fate. You make your own luck, and that's why Diana is the S+ jungler, top of the meta, and the best way to carry yourself to whatever elo you dream of reaching. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed and learned something. Please do like, share, and comment if you did. Main channel does exist and has a lot of videos that are really cool and well edited, and I spend a lot of time on. So please, people, watch that, or I'm going to be really upset. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will see you all in the next tutorial.